Hello, everybody. Welcome to Treya Tarot. This is the collective reading for Thursday, August 8th, 2024. I've already shuffled the cards and I've cut them to be ready upon immediately starting. There's definitely the energy of quick starts today. If you like my style and you want to get notified when I upload a video, please like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. I would love to hear from everyone. Okay, so today we have Hanged Man energy starting off, which is funny because I'm picking up the energy of quick starts. I feel this sort of rushing, maybe rushing isn't the right word. It's this energy of readiness. Like, let's get started, let's get started. But with that Hanged Man as the start, there's this frustration there represented for me. This idea that this new idea, this new beginning that we're working on can't get going yet. So maybe that's the energy I'm picking up, this sort of resistance and pushing against the barrier. The Five of Swords to me says that we're still working through the question of whether or not the thing that we're fighting for, the thing that we're pushing towards, is actually in alignment with who we are. I feel like some of us have yet to give up on the battle of old principles that don't actually apply to our lives anymore. But yeah, see, Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, and then the Six of Pentacles. Okay, a decision has to be made today or this week, because some of these blur between days, you know. Collectively speaking, this could be kind of reflective of our political situation, but I don't really want to go too deep into that. Swords cards are very mental. They're all about ideas. They're about structures we create mentally. And for me, this feels like maybe some contention in that specific area of the world, in the political overview. But this could also be personally about having to leave behind a very distinct experience of manipulation. There are survival themes brought up in this reading for me, mostly because of the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. That's what they kind of ring for me, or the bell they ring for me, is this idea of isolation versus survival, manipulation versus community. There's a lot of strange interplay between those themes here. The Two of Swords tells me a decision has to be made, though. There has to be a point where you decide that you're going to let that guard down. You're going to let those mental walls fall. That Ace of Swords is telling you there's something new to be had. There's a new direction to go in, but we have to let go of that Five of Swords energy, that I will fight this and win at all costs or lose at all costs, you know. The Seven of Swords tells me that this isn't about, or rather, this feels to me like this isn't about disarming an opponent so much as it is about manipulative energy, about using manipulation to win or get your way, when that's really not what should be happening anymore. That's the overturn of the energy. There has been a lot of theme or repetitive themes of coming up about overturning old patterned ways of being. Excuse me. Because of that Six of Pentacles, I'm pretty clear that there's someone here helping us along, or there's multiple people, considering we're all having different experiences, but there may be someone in your life that's here to help you along with that process, in that someone's alternative perspective may help you make the decision of how to move away from this energy here. That Six of Pentacles is often about who helps us and who we can help. Yes, it was pointed out in a reading recently that I watched. If I can remember which reading, I will put it in the description box, but I watch a lot of them, so it's very hard for me to remember who said this, but someone pointed out the hierarchical difference here, the fact that there is a power play in this card. And yes, there's a power play here of the wealthy helping the poor, or the stable helping the unstable comparison there. But the thing here is that, and I feel like I need to point this out every time this card comes up on some level, that this is a reciprocal energy. So sometimes you're in that higher position and sometimes you're in the lower one. This does not, there's no permanence in the roles here, in my opinion. That's how I read it. That this is one of those things that we do for each other and have done for us repeatedly over the course of our lifetimes. And that some people are in better positions sometimes and some people are in worse positions sometimes. And who you are in terms of your role in this card depends on the ups and downs of your own life. And that it's not so much about the hierarchical structure of somebody being above or below you. So keep that in mind, that because of all the overturn energy I'm picking up on, because of all the karmic balance energy that keeps coming up in these readings, this Six of Pentacles might show up as you being in the opposite position. So being helped if you are always the one helping, or helping when you're always the one being helped. Please excuse the train that's going through. I will try and use the audio cleanup to help get that out of the video, but the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles tell me that this overturn here is what moves everything forward. So your change of perspective from wherever you were before actually leads you to the new idea. And the new idea looks to be something that's really much more about fulfillment than it has ever been for you in the past. So if you were working under the influence of survival fear, what's turning over here is you coming into trust. You know, you coming into that relaxed, anxiety-free trust in the direction of your life. If you were working with a lack in any one particular area, you're going to get an abundance of that thing. And that can lead us mostly, or many of us, mostly to the place of reestablishing ourselves. That Ace of Pentacles, that's a new physical scenario. That's money for a purpose. That's windfalls. I'm getting a ringing in my right ear that's pretty loud. So I'm going to take that as there are themes here of the masculine influence, and I don't mean that in a gender way. I mean that in the traditional archetype of masculinity in this world. Okay, the ringing's gone, so I'm going to say that this is the right direction to take this. There's something about themes having to do with providing. Okay, so the providers will be the receivers will have to become the providers. There is a flip of roles happening here, which to me is nicely represented by the receptivity of this and the provision of this. There is that feeling of those who were constantly providing will be receiving, and those who are constantly receiving will have to provide, because this overturns a manipulation process. So there's some humbling about to occur, probably for many of us. And there's also some really exciting influx of long-awaited manifestations that is coming in. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and collaboration, and sometimes it's difficult collaboration. So this whole process is about reconnecting community on a collective level. On an individual level, it's about us opening back up to others in a way that fosters the building of bridges, fosters getting past old hurts, heals old traumas, allows us to learn how to rely on other people instead of feel dejected from society or community. This is about a coming together. And we do that by cyclically helping each other. After making the decision that that community is more important than the survival techniques of our past. I'm going to leave it there. I think that's a hefty message, and I didn't expect that today. I felt this sort of rushed energy when I first started getting ready for the readings today. That felt more like, oh, maybe I'll see like movement come out in the cards. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing a very appropriately Mercury restructuring of ideas and communication, restructuring of our own personal perspective of structure and role. So let's see how this goes. I really hope everybody that is seeing these readings is getting something from them. whatever that might be, because obviously tarot is symbolism. So this can apply in a multitude of different ways for a multitude of different people. But if you do feel inclined to share with me how you're receiving these or how they're reflecting something back to you, I would love to hear it. I really hope everyone's doing okay. And let me know how you're doing in the comments if you can, if you want to. All right. Have a good day. I will be back tomorrow with more. See you soon.